Hey, Josh, can you put that same tweet back up on the 312,000 jobs? Hey, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Now, this is the tweet that Donald put out, and I think this is Friday, President of the United States of America. Oh, by the way, the MFer is still your president, baby. That MFer is still your president, man, Jack. All right? So, now, wait a minute. This is, if you feel in any way whatsoever that Democrats will lie to you, and Republicans, it's not a this is not a Republican defense, class or group, okay? We don't do that here. We defend only the truth. But you don't think Democrats will lie to you. Manufacturing jobs will lie to you. The deep state media will try to help create a recession. Now, I have said that here over and over. And I knew what was going on. And if you're new to the show, if you've never watched the show before, it's the first time. I think if you would say what my focus is I study the media, okay? I study what's going on, and I study which way they're trying to drive the herd, which the people is us. And I said back in November and December, starting back then, it's just interesting how now we're headed towards a recession. Now, they worked that up into the narrative, slowly but surely. All economists see 2019 into a recession, pushing us towards a recession. Now, nobody recognizes it at home yet. For the most part, you don't recognize it. Because gas is down. Nobody will talk about that. Gas prices are down. Okay? So let's just use the $3 to $2. Now, a lot of people start yelling out there, well, when Obama was president, it was $2.87, $2.63, whatever. Okay. We'll use a firm dollar because most Americans remember paying very close to $2.89 or $3.01 for gas. That's been a lot of the last 8 years. In some way, shape, or form, we've been close to that $3 mark all the way back with Bush, almost $3.80 something. So we'll just say 75 cents, right? That's some hard cash. Hard cash in the home of Americans. If you have two people working in the home, and they have $35 a week allotted for fuel to go back and forth to work every day. Okay, this one works here, this one works here. Very few Americans are fortunate to work a mile down the street. Maybe they do. Let's just say you got to get 25, 30 miles, whatever. So you got $35 in your family budget here and $35 here. So you got $70 a week in your family budget. Okay? And instead of 35, it's, taking you, 25 maybe, okay? We just use that that's $10. Over here it's $10. That's $20. At the end of the month, that's $80. Now, a lot of people don't want to use gas and talk about the price of gas because it could go, we can have something happen. It can go from $1.93 I paid $1.89. $1.89 they paid yesterday. $1.89, yes. So it can go from that to $2.75, $2.80 overnight. We know that, okay? We've watched it, Americans have. But nobody talks about if that happens for a month, that's $80 that was put into the pocket of families, if not more. I'm telling you, there's so many things, but we got pushed into believing that there has to be a recession. And I tell you, the thing they did not want to do, and what the Democrats do not want to call progress in America is you having more money in your pocket. They can lie all day long and say they want minimum wage to go up. All right, a lot of states and a lot of cities have raised the minimum wage. Good. Okay? Let me tell you something, okay? Don't take this wrong at all, all right? I used to fight this battle, and I studied it years ago. And yes, I did. I studied this years ago, and I think it was I was probably about 17 when I really did this one study on this. And anywhere a community dependent on union wages, okay? Anywhere a large community, so let's say an area of manufacturing was the town, the whole town. You would study and see every time the union renegotiated their contract, the cost of living adjustments in their contract, the raises in their contract, the medical increases in their contract, whatever it may be, it was absorbed immediately in the community by milk going from $2 to $2.25, for bread going from 89 cents to $1.19, whatever. And I did a study and I looked at that years ago. One of my teachers I went to and I asked about that, and they said, "Hey, let's look a little closer." So the two of us did, and we come to find out that basically anywhere that was dependent on the manufacturing or the union contract, the cost of living paralleled. So your milk went up, your rent went up, everything went up parallel. So I'm just saying right now, all of these cost of living, you know, these minimum wage, mandatory minimum wage, you will watch those areas, A, lose jobs, and B, the cost will go up. They're not going to have more money in their pocket. Socialists always think that that's going to equal more money in their pocket. That's not going to happen. It will not. That being said, progress, this one sentence alone, Democrats can't deal with. And the deep state. And this is the sentence that nobody talks about. We have 2 years of data on Trump, 2 years to look at. Under Obama, federal, state, and local government employees grew 6 times faster than did manufacturing jobs. While under Trump, that ratio has been reversed, with manufacturing jobs 5 times faster than government jobs. The deep state can't take that. Cannot. So they are doing everything they can. All right? We showed you what progress is. Give me number 33. Shutdown impact. All right? Delayed tax returns. Okay? Top of their list. They want you to believe that this behemoth we call the IRS is going to delay giving back and being able to process your tax refund on account of the shutdown. Oh, that's right there, top of the list, right? I'm going to tell you something. If 800,000 employees in a partial government shutdown results in this, well, this may be a perfect time to overhaul the IRS. Federal workers miss pay. Sorry. Just say it. Sorry. Federal workers miss pay. Damn. Sorry. Hate it for you. That's all I can give you. Hate it for you. Food stamp cuts. Hate it for you. The only people I'm concerned about are the people that cannot, and we do have a percentage in this country that cannot defend, care, and take care and handle their own, take care of themselves. Get it out there in a minute. I am concerned about that percent, and somehow, some way, they need taken care of. But I tell you what, give me number 22. And we'll come back. 95 years old, folks. 95. There are medical conditions that truly cause people to have assistance. And I said that, and it's on tape. But let me tell you, he's 95. Food stamp recipients, get off your fat ass and go to work. Get your ass off one of those electric carts riding through Walmart. Knowing your ass, we get off that cart and walk around. I know I'm only 10 pounds from riding one of those carts. I got to be careful, right? But what the hell? I'm telling the truth. Get your ass off that cart. Go to work. I don't know. Food stamps. I mean, I'm just saying. Go back to that next one. 33, that last one. Food stamp cuts. I don't know. We're looking for people to work. Might be the perfect time to, let me tell you something. I know a lot of my words are not going to be accepted. A lot of the things I say are going to be considered really radical. But let me tell you something. There's an old saying, you'll survive or starve. Just say food stamp cuts. TSA shortage. TSA shortage. May be time to overhaul the TSA system. Maybe a perfect time. Overhaul the TSA system. Huh? Maybe a perfect time. Maybe a perfect time. Now, I'm not going to get into it. There has to be some government policies put in place, but let Delta, let the airlines pay for it. Okay? Let me tell you something. Give that responsibility to the airlines. Because the first time, the percentage of your flights. If it's costing Atlanta, $1 million a month to have a TSA agents there, and you're saying, well, they'll cut the amount of agents and they'll cut this and cut that. No, you just put in every so many passengers, you have to have so many agents and make them pay the bill. Well, they won't pay the bill, they'll cut it. So, no, I'm going to tell you something you're not going to like. And I want you to understand this. By no means do I ever want a flight to take off with innocent people in the air, okay? And a tragedy take place. Never. You let one of these airlines let one of these terrorists through because they did something to save a couple bucks, they'll be closed the next day. They will be in such fear of making sure it'll change. I don't know. I have all the answers, but I think a TSA shortage may be a perfect time for a major overhaul of the TSA. National parks damaged. Okay? That's the last one. They throw that in. Now, right now, they're showing the, let's go with his, right here, 24. This was on Face the Nation yesterday. Okay, CBS, Face the Nation. The trash. I'm going to tell you, America, whoever you are, okay, whoever you are that you noticed the trash can's full and you just threw the stuff, that was close. Woo, I had to pull that back, right? You just threw the stuff on the ground? Come on, man. Go to the park, have your little picnic, take your little baggie, and take the trash somewhere else and dump it. Take it home. I mean, do your part. I mean, that's disgusting. Go Face the Nation number 25. You're just going to our parks and places and throwing garbage bags down? Really? Shutdown fallout spreads. Number 27. CNN at 5 a.m. this morning. Number 27. Look, the trash cans. I am so disappointed in the Americans. Go for number 28. Number 29, CNN again, Shutdown, Showdown. TSA union up. Okay, now this one right here, the food stamps. TSA union up to 170 agents called out each day last week. All right? 170 agents called out. I'm just saying. All right? I can understand the only time to be concerned about the security of this country is when you're getting paid. I can understand that, and I do understand people need to get paid to make a living. But let me ask you a question. Now, 170 agents called out each day last week. How many flights were canceled? Now, if we start seeing major amounts of flights canceled and planes grounded because of this, it could change. But okay, number 30. This is what CNN's trying to create. Shut down airports, sick out. Okay. Number 31. They're trying to create this. You see this if you're watching in the mornings. All right. And I've got a couple things. I see it's 9:30. I am just telling you the deep state will not accept what's going on. They won't accept it. They won't accept it from the military. That's why Kelly, Mattis, McChrystal, that's why these generals, they won't accept, the deep state won't accept what's going on there. They won't accept what's going on with government jobs. They won't accept the trend has changed. Absolutely not. Won't accept, but only you. The border wall just pales in comparison of everything compiled. Only you can make this happen, and you've got to stick with the President of the United States, and you cannot turn your back on the President of the United States, and you have to keep sending your tweets, your text messages, your phone calls to the White House and to the others. But the phone call to the White House in support of the President of the United States and the tweets in support have to happen in major mass numbers, okay? This is not Laura Ingraham. This is not, and this, I like Laura Ingraham, but this is not Laura Ingraham. This is not Sean Hannity. This is not Rush Limbaugh. This is not Mark Levin. This is not BKP. This is you, the American people. You have to tell the President of the United States to stay the course because you understand this is not about just the wall. You've connected all the dots. We work on that together. We know that. They can't take the trend and the change of what's happening and how we're trying to bring this government into check. See, we're blown away when we hear 800 federal employees in a partial government shutdown. It brought it into reality for many of us. I'm your host, BKP. We'll come back and wrap up right after these messages.